Welcome to another episode of Roadman Reviews.
Oh! Ladies and gentlemen, Roadman Reviews, back at it again, one more time, and you know, I'd say that this is our first sequel episode, so we've recorded something before, and this is our first sequel to it, so Game of Thrones, episodes 4, 5 and 6, recap and review. Joining me as always, the one, you know what, I'm going to call you Hoda, I'm not going to call you Arya anymore, you know, you guys can have your own.
He's talking about Mufid.
He's a mix between Hodor and
Hoda,
Arya.
you're Hodo.
Yeah?
You're Hodo.
No, you're Littlefinger. It's
I'm not
Ahmed.
Littlefinger.
You're Littlefinger.
There's nothing about Littlefinger.
And you're Theo. You're Reek, bro. You're Reek. No dick, motherfucker. Thank you very much, guys, for joining us again.
It's my turn to host. Anyway, actually, that's a good point.
Yeah.
So this week we're going to be talking about Game of Thrones. As always, we've got Hodo, Ahmed.
So he used the same joke, the exact same joke he used again.
You've lost your hosting rights. I'm host, so I can do it. So, how are you? Okay, who would you like to be, Gon? Who would you like to be? And you can't say Jon Snow or Tyrion.
I'll be the White Walkers, fuck it.
So you've been liking, who would you be?
I'll be Drogon. It'd be cool to be a dragon. Fly around, burn shit. I'm down with that.
As you can see what his fetishes are.
Yeah. I'd be Ghost.
Yeah, you fucking dog.
Didn't you die?
No, Ghost is still around. He's chilling
alive
somewhere.
Is it live?
Is he?
Yeah, he's in Winterfell, isn't he?
I don't know where he is. He's chilling, doing his thing.
Basically, I'd be Ghost, so...
Oh, my G, Ghost.
Yeah.
They cut you out this season, bro.
Actually, I know who you'd be. You'd be Sam.
No, and why?
I don't know.
Why would you say that?
Because...
You're the little green wood people.
Anyway, let's continue. So, episode 4, 5 and 6.
You forgot about Brienne of Stark. Sorry, Brienne, what's her name?
Brienne of Stark.
Brienne of Tar.
You know what the most fucked up
You think
thing
you got
is?
away with it, didn't you?
Yeah, she's taller than me as well. She's the most fucked up thing. You know
That's just
that?
harder than
She's- I can think of a million bad jokes to make, but I think we're gonna get carried away. So.
So let's talk about episode 4, 5 and 6. So, episode 4, 5 and 6.
Let's be honest, it's quite hard to remember what happened in episode 4.
Yeah, that's
so
okay.
Maybe we should recap sort of 6 and what happened.
So we recap. No, episode 4. You've got
The big battle.
the big battle at the end. Basically, that's what people remember. So you got Daenerys with her 3
at that point.
3 at that point. Sorry.
No, one dragon. It was just Drogon.
It was just Drogon that she took with him.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Drogon.
fucked
Sorry.
things up.
Now I'm confusing with episode 6 then. Anyway, so episode 4, they basically slaughter a lot of the Lannister army.
Yeah.
With Drogon basically doing much of the work. And then you got Bronn trying to aim a dagger or that sword at him. Scorpion. What?
It's called the Scorpion.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's just the Scorpion. And then the bit at the end where Jaime decides to be a hero. And
One bomb a fucking dragon.
with a sword. And Tyrion's like, what are you doing?
You fucking idiot, move.
What are you doing? So to be fair, that was quite tense to be fair. So
I mean, I've got a question for you. Sorry to interrupt my feed, but like after that, I mean, did you guys think
he died.
now that we've seen the episodes, episode sort of 5 and episode 6 after that, do you still think Dany has that hint of the mad sort of queen in her? Or do you think that she's calmed down and she's opening to listen to reason? Because bear in mind, in episode 5, she burnt those Sam's brother and father alive.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Actually.
So do you think that she's still?
That was episode 6, wasn't it?
No, that was episode 5.
5.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
So do you think that she's still unopen to reason?
No.
Yeah.
She's still open. As in, she's still open.
She's still open. What?
No, do you think that she's still like open to reason, or do you
Open
think
to
that
reason.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you meant is she basically like her dad? Aerys Targaryen.
Nah, she's got Tyrion.
She's not her father.
So I mean, that's the thing. I think she is open to reason. She's not gone evil. I think one of the things this season, one of the complaints so far is Sansa and Daenerys. They've been a bit weak on their development story, man. They did so good before building them up, making them these powerful figures, and in this season they've got Daenerys, whatever, just constantly with one tag phrase: bend the knee. That's all.
Bend that knee.
Okay, let's just start with, for example. Okay, let's start with, because you talk about Sansa. Let's talk about the scenario in Winterfell, and your thought of Arya coming back, Bran coming back, the Sansa authority leader thing going on with her, and whether she wants to be queen or she doesn't want to be queen, and Jon Snow basically being...
Deep down, she wants to be queen. Everyone knows that Sansa's always kind of...
Or does she?
Because if you think about it, Arya's like the assassin, Jon Snow's like the hero, Bran is into some weird shit, and then and then you got Sansa. She doesn't really have like any special kind of gifts and stuff like that. So her thing, and she's good at it as well. She's good at leading people. She's good. She like when she was taking control of the grain and making the soldiers know about their armor and the leather on the armor, so they need that for winter and all that kind of stuff, which is good. It's really weird because Sansa, I've never really used to like Sansa, but Arya's just going a little bit crazy. I don't know whether it's those years of training or she's just going a little bit nuts or what it is.
You know what? I'm sorry, but I just think it's bad writing.
Yeah, I agree with you.
Because number one, Sansa's learned from the best. She's seen the game being played. Yeah. Out of all of the Stark, she's playing the Game of Thrones. Think about it. And Littlefinger's fooling him already, and she's seen him do it 10 million times.
I think Littlefinger got fucked up.
I agree. Yeah. If it's a case of they're just setting him up at the end, then it's a brilliant twist. But if it's a case of they've actually got them egging onto each other towards the end of the season,
that's stupid.
I was thinking, come on, Arya, you're a master assassin, and first things first. If that was your sibling, how bad is that letter?
Exactly. It's not that
I'm
bad.
sorry,
Yeah, or they were with the Lannisters, they were basically in prison, so, you know, give them some fucking slack, you know what I mean?
Because you gotta bear in mind that the situation she was in at that point, where she was with Joffrey and she was basically forced into a situation, and she wrote a letter. It was just a mucky situation, and you, as a sister, you'd understand that, like, whatever, but in terms of bad writing, I think it's something more than that so it's not a case of let's write where Arya tries to tee off against Littlefinger with Sansa in the middle and see who wins. I think there is a twist behind it. I can't see Arya being that way to her, especially that last scene, episode 6, where it feels like she was about to kill her, and then she hands her the knife. I think it's Arya at the end of the day. She's been through the assassin procedure, and she knows how to fool people, and I think there's something there. I mean, I don't think it is what it is as we see. It's Game of Thrones, so anything goes.
Well, what about I think that kind of covers everything.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I mean,
we can go down to
Bran,
this.
isn't it?
Bran.
I think it's just mainly Bran. Do you feel he's been?
I don't know what Bran's. You know what? On the
elected.
level, he's had mushrooms and he's on LSD, and that's all that Bran's story is right now.
Apart from the Ravens, in episode 6, where he says Ravens, and then he tells people, and then sees the Night King.
The thing is,
that's it.
He's considering we've got 7 episodes left.
Yeah.
He's no further digging along into the White Walker's past. Either he knows everything all of a sudden, or he just thinks he's a know-it-all. There's been no development on that front. And on the other end, okay, if you're not going to show us something new, can you at least go tell Jon Snow whose dad is? Go tell him my parents.
Well, Gilly found that out pretty much in the last episode.
Well, she read it. She didn't find out it was Jon Snow, but she read it. It's like, let's get on with the story. But I've got a question for Sansa. If they find out about Jon Snow's true heritage, will she take the North off him?
No, they're still brother and sister, really. You know what I mean? Well, even though they're not officially brother and sister, they're still family.
I think she will.
Yeah,
I think she'll take the North. She won't kill him or nothing like that, but I think she will tell him, step down.
You're not a Stark anymore.
You're not a Stark, and a Stark is ruling Winterfell.
I don't know about that. I think the show's past it. To be honest, I think the way that Game of Thrones has got, if it was maybe season 1 or season 2, then maybe that might happen. But I think what's happened now is the show's kind of changed in the sense that it's more optimistic. The heroes don't tend to die. I mean, if anything, the big massive battle that happened with the Dothraki and the dragon and everything, which was epic, I think we can all agree was probably the best battle in the show I think it's ever done, maybe up there with Battle of Bastards. If anyone was going to die, it would have been Jaime and Bronn, and neither of them died, so it shows that the kind of writing's in a different place now because things are towards the end.
I think it's one of those, it's like a Marvel universe, DC universe sort of, where you think they're dead but they're not, and they come back alive, but it's part of the story. It's Game of Thrones.
Well,
we can move down to,
is it King's Landing? Is it the next
King's Landing? That's it. So what's actually happening in King's Landing?
Well, Cersei's just, I guess, the bank. Have we talked about the bank before? How so the gold is back with the Lannisters, so they've got their money and stuff. But I think the only major thing that's happened there is Cersei's opening to meeting Daenerys and the rest of those guys after the massive battle. After Dany kind of burnt basically all the men, and half of the men have gone off with Dany's kind of tribe as well. So, I mean, do you think she's playing things right? Do you think that she's obviously coming up with something, but what do you think her end goal and her end plan is going to be?
I think it's been pretty straightforward. She's going to Guaranteed she's gonna try and do shit.
But they're gonna meet him on the next episode.
Yeah, so
aren't they?
guaranteed they're going to do something. She's planning something for the summit, and that's it. And honestly speaking, I think Cersei's now at that point where she's just the villain.
Yeah.
I think.
Well, bear in mind, we haven't seen Theon's uncle in the past like 3 or 4 episodes, and you know he's going to play a part maybe in the next episode.
And what about her pregnancy? Do you think it's real?
I think. Do you remember she went to the fortune teller when she was younger, and she's like, "You have 3 kids and they'll all die."
Yeah.
I reckon she'll have like a miscarriage or something, maybe, or maybe the baby isn't
And then
Jamie's,
she'll
it's
go
someone
mad.
else's, and then she'll
What
go
if
crazy.
I'll give you another option? There is no baby, and she's just doing it to twist with Jamie's mind.
Well,
She could do
that's more. Well, that's possible.
Yeah.
I think for me, the more interesting arc for the Lannisters is Jamie by far.
Yeah.
I think he's starting to grapple around. He's fought the what do you call
The
it?
dragon.
The
Do you remember
dragon.
he said to Cersei, "You can't beat that," you know?
And he's at that point where I think he's starting. Especially the question comes, how can we forget Olenna?
Olenna.
Oh yeah, Olenna's there.
Yeah. So I mean, after that amazing conversation, I think he's starting to get to that point now where he's thinking, shit, you know, is Cersei really Cersei? But other than that, I think
What about the conversation between Tyrion and Jamie? It was a very brief conversation, but I mean, do you think Tyrion maybe
trying to get him back?
flip-flopping a little bit? Do you think he obviously feels guilt for Jamie specifically?
Yeah.
Not really says he doesn't really give a shit about Cersei. For Jamie,
What do you mean flip flopping between?
So do you think he might
Daenerys and
Daenerys
Cersei?
and
No, I think it's more of a case of Jamie for flip flopping between. Not particularly going for Daenerys because he knows Daenerys, but maybe because he sees Cersei for who she is, and then it's just a matter of.
He won't change sides though. Change sides. I don't think Jamie will.
I don't think he'll change sides. I do think he'll try and I don't know, maybe back off, or he'll do something though.
Yeah.
I mean.
But I mean, with Tyrion, I think I don't think so. I don't think he's got any loyalty towards Cersei. Jamie, yes, but I just think, you know what? Overall, he's probably just starting to realise it's not as easy, isn't it? And that's good script writing. It's not as simple as good guys and bad guys.
Yeah.
It's messy.
Well,
Yeah. Let's move on anyway to Dragonstone and Daenerys. So in episode 6, we see Daenerys basically save. Well, we can go to above the wall actually, because we see Daenerys actually save Jon Snow and the rest of them with 3 other dragons. And then we see the Night King being the Night King for a reason.
expert javelin thrower.
Expert javelin thrower. He does a much better job than Bronn with his scorpion.
Fucking cunt.
With his scorpion. And then obviously we see what we predicted anyway, because we saw various pictures and people were talking about it. And
You saw that stuff? I never saw that.
I saw pictures.
I heard maybe rumours of like.
I saw
ice
pictures
things.
accidentally, and people know about the ice dragon anyway. Well, you'd assume so. And with Game of Thrones, everyone spoils everything. So as soon as you turn your phone on, everything's just out there. So now we've got basically 2 fire dragons and 1 ice dragon.
Yeah, it evens the playing field quite a bit because Dany was taking them out, man. She was better than all to shit.
So that there it's an interesting thing. But before I come to that, were you surprised about Uncle Benji coming in?
It was too easy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, I'll agree with you on that. This is what I'll say about episode 6.
He just came into a horse, through a bunch of White Walkers, saved
swinging a stick around me.
Saved Jon out of all of that, and he said, "No, when you go, there's not enough time."
Is that the horse fit 2 people? What? You know that.
But I guess
I'm out. I can't be arsed anymore. I've been in this fucking wall for 7 fucking years.
Yeah. So I just wanted to mention that briefly. So you thought?
Yeah. So this is my thoughts. I liked a lot of the character interaction. I liked how there were 7 of them kind of going to the north.
Yeah.
I loved kind of I loved like the banter between Tormund and the Hound.
The Hound
is fucking hilarious and stuff. You know what I mean? So that stuff I really liked. But I'll tell you what. In terms of the battle itself, it was good, and I'll tell you why I liked it, because it wasn't a battle in the sense of episode 4 was a battle episode where you see all the armies fight one another. This was more like a siege kind of thing where they're just trying to get them, and it's like a survival kind of thing, which is good. I appreciate that. It was different. The thing that I didn't really like though is a couple of things. First of all, it was too easy a little bit as well. You know what I mean? Like, okay, Dany comes and saves them all again, but the timing was a little bit off. I know that people make jokes. Okay, it's a show with dragons. Timing isn't really that important and stuff, but come on, man. You know, Gendry ran like 50 miles basically back to Thingy.
That was quick, isn't it?
Yeah, he ran there, managed to get like a thing to like a crow who flew all the way over to where Dany is, dropped it off, Danny flew all the way back up there and then killed him like in one day. You know what I mean? The timing was
Good
obviously
service, man.
Good service.
Fiber optics, that is.
Yeah. O2, are you listening? So yeah, there was kind of that, and it's just, I don't know, it's just getting a bit weird. I mean, the problem I'm having now is, yeah, the episode was good. Well, episode 6 was good. Episode 4 I think was the strongest. Episode 4 and 5 were stronger than episode 6, I think, at least. But I'm getting a little bit worried now. Like, I think you said this a little bit earlier on, that okay, we've got 7 episodes left. We still don't really know what the Night King is all about, what his end goals are. There's still all this political bullshit that's going on that we need to kind of resolve. You know what I mean? I mean, what do we kind of do here? You know what I mean?
But I don't doubt that they finish it in a good way, because it's 7 seasons in now, and
6
seasons, sorry, and hopefully I wish it was more, but anyway. But we're still hinged to our seats in what's happening.
That's true.
So I don't think for me there's no issue around, there's only 7 episodes left, what are they going to do, how are they going to tie it up. There's so much stuff to do, because I think they'll do it in a timely way.
But that's the point though. Is it going to be in a timely way, or are they going to rush it? Like Benji, okay, plot point, put him there. Okay, kill him off there.
Yeah,
next
Benji
point,
said,
plot point, and put him off there.
I just said in a timely way.
In particular, where you had the conversation, the journey, but then you also had that fear factor where that beast came out of nowhere and attacked him. I mean, I jumped when the beast came out of nowhere, and you had that fear element, like shit, just it's going down.
Oh, you're about the polar bear.
Polar bear, yeah. And you think, shit, it's going down, kind of thing. But
it seems like there was more than one, and then they were just like, one died.
Well, the thing is, what this show. You spot on what you mentioned as well. They're playing it safe. Let me explain why they're playing it safe. You have the 7. Is it 7 of them? The main guys. And you have about 10 extras. Yeah. No, you have 5 extras who somehow became 10 as they were getting picked up. Well, because I was counting, I thought, wait, there's only 3 extras.
Yeah, because you see about 7 walk out, and then you're like, okay, at the end of episode 4.
Yeah. 5.
Yeah. 4, I think, or 5.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, basically. And then, obviously, when it starts again, episode 5, you see him walking, and you think, okay, there's more people, but there's only like maybe 3 more, and the rest of them are the main characters.
Yeah.
And then you see, this guy dies off. It's like, okay, that's probably all of them. No, there's another extra.
There's another guy.
There's another extra. It was just.
That's the thing. But
anyway,
I think the thing is, for me, if all this episode needed was one thing, I don't have complaints about all of it. The time
6.
thing, I don't care. This episode 6, sorry.
Death.
Yes, that's it. If one more character died of that 7, then with the drunk red priest guy and one more person, wherever any of the favoured ones, you know what? I would have turned around and said, "Fuck you know."
You know what?
That was an episode.
Yeah.
But the fact that everyone survived, and then Jon Snow, when Jon Snow stayed behind, I thought, okay, maybe
this is a weird one.
Could it be? Yeah. And then and that bit where it was a good scene where he comes out and he's stumbling across, and all the White Walkers turn. If that was season 3 or 4, guaranteed Jon Snow's dead.
Yeah.
But then, like I said, Benji came along. All right, go run,
go.
And
no time.
Daenerys, who's on the dragon, decided to stand behind the wall. I need to wait. Let me wait.
Well, to be fair, the Night King's got his spears and stuff like that. So
but you don't go back. Just if you really want to find him, surrounding area, quickly do one drive-by.
One drive-by.
But overall, episode 4 especially, and this episode, I did really enjoy it. It was Game of Thrones episode.
Okay.
Brilliant.
So what do we think about episode 7 and how this season's going to end?
Ooh,
and I just want quick summary of what you think is going to happen. And we'll finish off.
I think the next episode's going to be more of a talking episode than anything major going down. It'll be kind of like a resolve. That's usually the pattern. Episode 10 is usually to chill that one. So in this situation will be episode 7. But I do think it's going to end on a bit of a cliffhanger. I think that it's going to end where shit's going to get real. Either it'll be like a major character death, or something's going to go down that's going to affect the status quo of the entire show. That's what I think as well.
I agree, but I don't think it's going to be a talking one. I think this episode is going to be an action one as well.
Really?
Yeah, not army battle level action, but like last season's finale, where you had the explosion and the setup.
Yeah.
I think you're going to have a big moment where there's going to be fighting. Not episode 4 or 6 level fighting, but there's going to be good fighting. And smaller note, I think the Hound and the Mountain will meet.
Yeah. I think we're going to get, Clegane Ball?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but what do I want? Honestly speaking, I just want a Game of Thrones ending.
When do you want it?
now. And then that's it. But no White Walkers this episode. That I'm pretty much sure of.
You think?
I don't think.
No,
there'll
I
be
think
White
you're gonna get
Walkers.
White Walkers.
I think you can get White
You
Walkers.
reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, for me, I think.
Okay, bear in mind, I haven't seen the trailers yet.
No, I haven't seen any trailers. I don't watch trailers. Anyway, for me, I think something major is going to happen in Winterfell. Whether someone dies, I think someone's going to die in Winterfell. Anyway, the Mountain and the Hound, I don't think we'll meet yet. Maybe next season.
Okay.
But there will be a trip where that thing happens. Maybe Cersei and Daenerys might meet, and then that sort of situation occurs at the end of the season, and something happens big. I think the White Walkers will have a major role in this episode. Bear in mind, it's an hour 20. Not major to the point where it's an army and it's a battle, but don't know. Maybe the Night King might descend on Winterfell. Who knows? But something big will happen. Yeah. You never know. It's Game of Thrones.
No, what I mean is like that's a great thought.
Exactly.
The best thing is it's only a few more days to go, and then we'll know about it.
And no leakages.
Yeah.
Yeah, please don't leak anything, HBO hackers. Stop
Yeah.
it. Please stop it. And they even offered to pay you, and you said, okay. Anyway, that's another story. On that note, is there anything else we want to know?
I guess question for the guys. I mean,
So the question
if
for the
you
guys
had an
is,
ice dragon, what would you freeze with an ice dragon? That's a shit question, but that's what you're getting today.
That's not what you're getting today.
That's
That's
not
what we
what
are
you're
here.
Oh.
what you
we're
can
here
get
to
is a
save
real
you.
question.
Brienne is a bit pissed off.
Oh shit.
Do you think in a battle Arya can defeat Brienne of Tar? Is that good? That's not good.
Who would win, Drogon or Viserion, the ice dragon? I think that's a good question. Ice dragon versus fire dragon, who wins? A song of fire and ice, if you will.
Oh,
Okay, we'll leave it on that question then. As always, thank you guys for listening. You can follow us on YouTube at Roadman Reviews. Everywhere, basically everywhere, Roadman Reviews. So Soundcloud, Roadman Reviews. Twitter, Roadman_reviews. And please comment, like, subscribe, and let us know your thoughts about Game of Thrones or anything in general, really. And then we'll be sure to respond. Thank you, Chach.
Who is this guy, Chat? I don't. Every episode you say
Each
Chach
episode,
guy.
I'm gonna keep you.
Don't know who this guy is.
That's your name.
I know a guy called Fairhead.
Your
He's cool.
father called you Chach. And thank you, Ahmed, for co-hosting.
Thank you.
Thank you. As always, thank you guys for listening, and
Say, see you next week.
see you.
Bye.
Bye.